Hey guys, welcome to the 70th C programming tutorial, and in this tutorial we're going to begin looking at writing to files. And the first thing that you need to do whenever you're going to write to a file is you first need to open it. And you need to open the file using a function called fopen. And we've seen this function before, but before we passed through R as the open mode, which meant we were going to read from the file. Well, in this tutorial we want to write to them, so we need to pass through W as the open mode. And whenever you pass through W as the open mode, if this file doesn't exist, then it will create it. If the file already exists, then it will just overwrite whatever data is in the file. Alright, so on my desktop I do have a file called test.txt, so whenever we write to this file, it'll just overwrite all this crap with whatever we end up writing to it. Alright, so the first thing that we're going to be doing is just writing a single character to our file. So in order to write a single character, we're going to be using a function called fputc, and it just stands for file put character, and that should actually be all lowercase, so fputc. Alright, and this function just takes two parameters. The first parameter is going to be the character that we want to write to the file, so I'll just write a capital G to the file, and the second parameter is just the file that we want to write to, and we obviously want to write to this file right here, so file. Alright, so let's just go ahead and run this, and when we run it, we obviously don't get any output since we didn't print anything to the console. But if we go on my desktop right here and reopen this test.txt file, we see that there is just a G in it. So it just overwrote this entire file with a new file with the same name, only it just contains a capital G. Alright, so the next thing that we're going to be doing is just writing an entire string to the file. And luckily there's already a built-in function for writing an entire string to the file called fputs, which just stands for file put string. So we're just going to call file put string, and this function, just like fputc, takes two parameters. The first parameter is just the string that we want to write to the file, so I'll just write programming is really fun, and then the second parameter is just going to be the file that we want to write, and we want to write to the file files, so let's pass through file like that. So when we run this, again, we obviously don't get any output, and if we go back on my desktop and open this test.txt file, we see we get that string that we wrote to the file. Alright, so that's pretty much it for this tutorial. I know it was really short, but writing text to files is really easy in C. So, see you guys.